Black Screen Presentations, Inspiration, Meditation, Relaxation presents. Here is something you should know. Here is something you must know about your hearing. Hearing. In order to have normal hearing is classed as 0 decibels of hearing loss, or 0 decibels of hearing level. So if one had normal hearing, they could not possibly have 0 decibels of hearing loss, because there is no loss. So let's call this 0 decibels of hearing level. So on an audiogram, as you see here on the y-axis, we have numbers from -10 all the way through to 120. -10 being super quiet and 120 being super loud. The way I explain an audiogram, if I did not have an audiogram to show you, I would have said, imagine if you look at the ceiling. Look above you now, at the ceiling above you, and imagine if the ceiling was classed as 0. And now look at the floor. Look at the floor beneath you. The floor, let's call that 120. So, when doing a hearing test, the ceiling will be classed as 0. That's where your hearing should be, at 0, all the way along. And if you had a profound hearing loss, which meant if I spoke to you, you would not be able to hear me like this, I would have to raise my voice and shout at you like this, you would possibly be down here at 120. So these are the decibels. And along here on the x-axis we have frequencies. These are the frequencies. When testing one's hearing, we tend to test from 250 Hz right through to 8000 Hz. These are called speech frequencies. So 250 Hz is a very low frequency. Low frequency. 500 Hz is a low frequency. But of course 500 Hz is higher than 250. And 1000 Hz is higher than 500, and so forth. 250 to 500 are classed as low frequencies. 1000 Hz is classed as a mid-frequency. So let's use this as a dividing line between the lows and the highs. So we have the lows over here, and everything past 1000 Hz is a high frequency. So if we break this down, we have low frequencies, high frequencies, men's voices, women's voices, vowels, consonants, bass, treble. But more importantly, we have hearing and we have understanding. So hearing is on this side of the audiogram. Understanding is on this side of the audiogram. But this is what you should know. When having a hearing test, know that 0 means you don't have a hearing loss. 0 decibels of hearing means no hearing loss, otherwise known as normal hearing. 10 decibel hearing loss also means it's normal hearing. A 20 decibel hearing loss also means it's normal hearing. Anything below 20 or 25 is actually a hearing loss. So, if and when you or a loved one, friend, acquaintance has a hearing test, be well armed to know that if the results come up within 0, or even let's say -10 to 25, the hearing is normal. If the hearing comes up below 25 at any point, it is a hearing loss, where it could be a mild loss, a moderate loss, a severe loss, or a profound loss. What tends to happen with hearing these days is one's hearing is normally normal or quite near normal in the low frequencies, but not so in the high frequencies. This is why when a person, or if a person has a hearing loss, they tend to hear really quite well, but their understanding is not as good. One example would be if we say the word feet, which equals the things we stand on. We put shoes on our feet. A person with a hearing loss may think you said seat. It's something you put your posterior on, you sit down on. Feet, seat. Why is that? Because we have an F for foxtrot, which is over this side. It's a consonant. F and S. Foxtrot and Sierra, F and S, are very difficult to distinguish from each other. So, if somebody says feet, they may not hear, if they have a hearing loss, they may not hear the F, the foxtrot, F, but they will hear the E, which is back over here, E sound. And so therefore, as far as they're concerned, if you say feet, which equals what you put shoes on, you could have easily said seat. So the vowels, the E sound is always heard over here, but consonants such as the S and the F, Sierra and Foxtrot, are not heard so well, and the T for tango, is not heard so well. That is it. Now, did I tell you too much? Let's go back and summarize. All you need to know really is where normal hearing lies. Here at 0, or anywhere between 0, typically between 0 and 25. That is normal hearing. If your hearing comes up in that stage, that area there, it's normal. Anything which is going outside of that area is a hearing loss. If one's hearing is below 25, it's a hearing loss, and you should definitely do something about it. Speak to somebody, professional, hearing aid audiologist, ENT specialist. Get your hearing tested. Get yourself a hearing instrument. Improve your hearing. Stimulate those hair cells. Stimulate the brain. Get out there and communicate, because there is nothing like good communication. Thank you.
Black Screen Presentations. Inspiration, meditation, relaxation.